Hey guys, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 21 episode chat.
It's episode 2, and if you remember last night, if you saw it even, the campers were dropped off by their parents. And Jackson was voted camp director.
What kind of camp is this where the campers are voting one of their own to be the director? What?
It's Wet Hot American BB.
Yes, well, he's got a lot of responsibility here because he has to pick 4 people to banish from the game.
It's almost like a punishment.
Yeah, and then those people are gonna have to do this competition. 3 of them will come back into the game. 1 of them, we'll find out. It's not good though.
Wow.
But Jackson, it's not all bad news for him. He is safe for the week.
Yeah, for 1 week.
Well, some people are like...
This is gonna be a big target on his back.
Yeah, but some people...
He didn't ask for this.
But some people...
But he did.
Some people really want to guarantee that first week of safety. Think of Josh with the apple.
Yeah.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're like a big personality or somebody that people are going to view as a big threat, he's all like, oh, I gotta
Well,
do
he
this.
said coming into the house and he was going to go for the first HOH because he didn't want to be targeted for the way he looks or his age or his strength.
Maybe just like try to not be so intense. I don't know.
Maybe
that might
you
help.
should leave people's souls alone.
Yeah, why you keep trying to take souls?
All right.
Leave the souls alone.
So he's taking meetings in the douchiest way possible in the lounge.
Why is it douchey?
If you noticed, I don't remember who he came in with, but...
Didn't he start with Nicole from what we saw?
Well, he started with Nicole, but then later on somebody else, he was talking to them, and he had to stand up on the box, which is a real power move. He is placing himself above everyone else in the house, and he's doing it subliminally. Blah, blah, blah. Subliminally.
Okay.
And it's kind of douchey that he is just really controlling every aspect of this.
Are you surprised though that he gets this little bit of power and it's like...
Goes right to his head?
You know.
He didn't ask for it.
But you did. I
Yeah.
mean, he's saying like, I didn't ask for this responsibility because they didn't know going into it what exactly the camp director was going to have to do.
You knew it wasn't going to be all sunshine and lollipops and
yeah,
rainbows.
you really think they're just going to be like, you're going to be safe for the week, and also,
Well, they did in BB Canada.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Didn't have to do anything. Didn't have to do a GD thing.
Alright, well, there's already some alliances forming here. Of course, we knew that the 2 Jacks were going to work together.
That is so disappointing.
Sorry. They also decided to pull in Isabella, which I was not expecting. I did not envision those 3, or I did not envision Isabella working with either of those 2 guys.
Do you think Isabella's working with Kemi?
I would like to think so, but we don't know yet. We haven't seen that yet.
Bunkmates, kind of. So... Possibly. They seem to spend some time together.
Maybe.
In this short edit of a show. We haven't even seen the live feeds yet. So, Jackson, he doesn't want any blood on his hands. Right from the beginning. So, he comes up with the idea that 3 of the 4 people that I'm going to banish should be the other 3 people who wanted this camp director position.
Damn, it's like... He's trying to usurp the king, and he is killing all of the heirs. Whoa.
Right?
That's a bold move, I feel like, to go after all the other people that volunteered.
So that would be, which you know as Jessica, Cliff Hogg the Third, and David. Who's he going to put up the 4th one?
I don't know. That's where it gets a little tricky, too. But he's trying to... do this in a way that's not gonna piss everybody off. So he pulls David aside to talk and he's like, I don't want you to go, but how would you feel about being a pawn?
I'd rather not.
David, this is exactly what you practiced with Ica in the preseason interview. You need to pull out your sad face right now.
He did not do the fake cry, and he can cry on command.
I don't know that that would have worked on Jackson anyway, but
it might have.
I would have liked to have seen it. Yeah. Right?
That would have been the time to do it.
That would have been the time.
So, it's time for Jackson to make his selections.
Okay, so they made it all fancy. It wasn't like he just got up and was like, you. No. He went up to, it was the room that's like next to the HOH room.
The second HOH room, like when they had the double HOHs.
Right.
Or the...
they've used it for a few different things.
Wasn't that like the Paris
room? Yep. They've used it for a few things. Temptation room.
Right.
So this time...
the Jessie room.
The Jessie room.
When Jessie always comes back and they...
Oh, like Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this time it's like, I guess it's like the camp director's office. He's got this chalkboard there and it's like, banish.
It's like where everybody had to drink that potion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's all these like...
wood carving,
woodcuts.
woodcuts. Oh, they
were
beautiful.
So cool. They were all laid out with each of the different house guest faces on them. And I don't know if they were actual woodcuts or just like made to look like woodcuts.
They were probably made to look like woodcuts.
They looked good.
They like probably printed them on those pieces of wood. So they did this in the corniest way possible. They had someone dressed up in a squirrel outfit and they had to go into the house every time he made a selection and bag up the person and carry them off.
Are you trying to give these people hang-ups about squirrels? This is another thing that they will have to add to their post-BB therapy. Help me not be afraid of squirrels.
And it wasn't a realistic squirrel either. It was like a goofy squirrel.
Well, was it like,
with the exaggerated teeth.
Was it Benny, the competition squirrel? Or was it a different squirrel?
I feel like it was a different squirrel.
It's like when you travel and you're trying to see what the new squirrels look like.
That's right.
Apparently they're really large in California.
And goofy as hell.
Yeah.
So the first one banished was Cliff. And the squirrel put him in a damn bag and dragged him off with one hand. No way!
Come on.
I'm gonna call BS on that.
So I guess they did like a little switcheroo here.
Of course. I mean, it was funny at first.
Well, at first, I saw him, like, crouching down in the bag, and I was like, wait, this is getting weird. Like, what's he doing?
Yeah, this is kind of creepy.
And then he's, like, dragging the body away. The squirrel was dragging him, and I was just like, oh, this is creepy. But
the bag was kind of lumpy. Like, that, no way could that size bag be Cliff Hogg the Third.
Okay.
Was it bulletproof?
I don't know. Was it a bulletproof blanket?
Might have been. It was a bulletproof bag.
Is that in his rider?
Yeah.
Okay.
Inclusion rider.
All
he
right.
wants a bulletproof bag. The second one was Kemi. And she was carried off, lifted up off the ground. No. No.
Okay.
And the squirrel was really creepy too, the way he went around like, am I coming for you? Or am I not?
I know, people didn't want to make eye contact. So Kemi was not one of the people that volunteered to be the camp director. She was the
wild card.
However, she didn't do herself any favors here because she was like, I'm not even going to talk to Jackson. Yeah. That was dumb.
That was really dumb.
Why would you not give that person some FaceTime? I mean, I like her as like entertainment and stuff, and I think she's really smart.
She's not a smart player though.
But yeah, this is Big Brother. You're gonna have to like do things that you don't want to do. And you're probably gonna feel really stupid doing some of these things, and you're gonna feel like these things are beneath you, but you gotta do them. You gotta do them. So I hope this is a wake-up call for her.
I don't see her getting very far with her attitude. She's gonna need a complete overhaul.
Well, again, hopefully it was a wake-up call for her.
A complete attitude adjustment.
All right.
So then after Kemi, he said, gotta take some souls. That needs to stop.
I know somebody said in the comments that he was saying like gotta take control or something.
No, it was clearly gotta take some souls.
This is the second time we have heard him say that, and it's really creepy again.
It's really creepy. So then third was Jessica. Again, unbelievable. And then fourth was David, as predicted. He's the pawn.
I mean, David, I'm pretty sure knew that that was coming because he already saw that the other two people that volunteered were taken away. He knew it was coming. He accepted it. That was it.
Right. So the 4 that were carried off by Creepy Squirrel, creepy old squirrel, creepy old squirrel.
Right.
All right, are in the dark now, outside the wall, like in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
They have to find their way back into the BB camp, or Camp BB, as they're going with this season. And
so we can see that there's all these different tree stumps that have the little cutouts so that they can go through. It's very the beginning of Nightmare Before Christmas, when they have all the different towns, one for each holiday.
Right, yeah.
Right? So we can see where Camp BB
exactly
is.
where to go. It's like right there.
But it's dark in there. So they don't realize when they're feeling around, they might actually be crawling into like Camp
Halloween Town.
BB, or like some of the other ones we'll talk about. But whoever, the first 3 to find their way back into the house through Camp BB, they're gonna be in the game. They got their spot back.
So this is gonna be relatively quick. It's not gonna be like when Cameron was.
Yeah, it's one competition. It's not
head to head.
It's not a multi-part thing here.
No. So there's Camp BB, like bzzz. You have to go through a river of freaking sticky ass honey and then feathers.
So Jessica and I think it was David both got caught up in that one, right?
Jessica had some very, very loud victim noises. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to have to go with Cody on that. I cannot stand that.
That was a bit much.
All right, so
Cliff got tripped up by Camp
B-Ball.
Yeah, he was talking about balls in his face, balls in his ears. What?
Balls everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah. But it was funny because they got crept out back into the house through this tiny little door, like being John Malkovich.
Like Alice in Wonderland door. So Cliff was the first one to make it back into the house. I think that probably surprised a lot of people.
I think so too.
But they seemed happy about it.
Yeah.
But I think they would have been happy for anyone coming back in.
Yeah.
So also, once you climbed into one of these like decoy trees, you could not go back out the same way. It was a
one-way doggy door.
Right. You had to find the next doggy door to get back into that like forest.
But it seemed like, or they edited it this way, that every time somebody made it into a not Camp BB door, the next one that they went to was the right one.
I mean, they don't have hours and hours to show what happened, so I'm sure a lot of it was edited out.
Well, Camp Boo, and I don't know why I spelled it B-O-O-H.
I don't either.
I was like, is that Camp Book?
That's what I thought you wrote at first. I was like, Camp Book? I want to go there.
Where's that? Yeah, I want to read some books.
Well,
no,
Kemi went to Camp Boo, and it was creepy as hell.
They had the same clown costumes that they had for BBOTT.
Was it the same?
Yeah, and for like last season when they had that dark black box competition. They were really But
they had that
scary.
guy in the cage. Like they.
It was for Celebrity Big Brother. Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah.
The haunted house, right? Those were bad. Well, I can see why people don't like clowns.
She was trying to go back through the one-way doggy door. It was not happening. Nope. So she was like, "Ah!" But she made it out.
Yeah. Which means that David was still trying when he was the only one left.
Jessica too.
Yeah, but then, see, she went into Camp Boo. And
no, Jessica went into Camp B&B.
Oh, right. She slid down the pancakes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then she made it back through the tiny door in the house. So David was still trying. It was so Amazing Race when Phil has to go get them. So Julie was like, I need to go out to dinner. I'm meeting a group of people. David, you're out.
For now. What? So she didn't reveal the potential there of what could happen, but David knows he's done for right now.
But this time he cried for real.
That was really sad. I felt bad for him. In a way, I was like, okay, because I don't know, from his preseason interviews, it seems like he's not really like
into it,
cut out for this game. He's
we
too
said
normal.
That he was too good for this
He's
game.
like, yeah, he seems too normal to me.
But do you think he cried because he wasn't going to be going home, or do you think he cried because He was in limbo.
No, I think he was upset that, you know,
Yeah.
he could be going for real.
Because I feel like if anybody would want to quit, it might be him.
I don't know.
Because it's just...
All right, well, we're going to put his game on pause right now.
Right.
But we'll come back to that.
All right, so it's time for Tommy and Christy to talk alone.
I mean, they haven't had a chance to speak alone about how they freaking know each other.
Right.
And you can't call me Thomas.
You gotta call me Tommy. All right, so they're gonna have each other's backs. 100%. We're only gonna meet in the dumpster, guys, outside of Pretty Woman on Broadway.
Right. They don't want everyone to be like, whoa, why are those two so close all of a sudden? So they're trying to keep their distance, but they do have each other's backs. So
maybe it's because they're both gay. Couldn't they, like...
come up with another reason?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure eventually they'll, like, come up with some alliance where they're working together or whatever.
We're in the Pride Alliance.
I mean, naturally, they would probably gravitate towards each other anyway because they're both from Staten Island.
Exactly. They're both from Staten Island and they're both gay.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah. Meet in the dumpster.
All
Jackson is now...
Little PSA.
Jackson is now known as Mickey.
It would be a lot to have Jack and Jackson.
Right. Anal Ice is now known as Sis.
Stop calling her Anal Ice. We made our point.
It's Brett that ruined it for her, so... And her parents.
I want to know, is it Annalise or Annalise?
It's Annalise.
Is it? Because I
Yes.
hear all of them saying Annalise.
When she did the pre-show interview, she said Annalise. All right, so it's time for a 6-person alliance.
Oh,
First
boy.
one.
I mean, I think 6 is like a doable number. Usually it's insane and there's like 8 to 10 and that's when it's like, come on. But 6 is actually doable.
I think 6 is a good-sized alliance.
But, excuse me, any alliance like that you form in the first week, probably not gonna survive. But we'll see. You never know.
All right, so we got Mickey, a.k.a. Jackson. We got Jack. We got Holly. We got Bella, a.k.a. Isabella, Nick, and Christy.
Okay, so you can see already within that alliance of 6, that other alliance of 3 with the 2 Jacks and Bella are already in that alliance. So 3 within the 6.
Oh, there's a Christy there, but no Tommy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone's going to end up having like
side
crap
alliances.
ton of alliances. Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the backyard camp. It's time for the HOH comp, the very first one. Jackson's safe, and he doesn't get to compete because they need an even number.
But his job is not done yet. He is going to decide who will be paired up on the same log together because they have like what, 7 logs?
Yeah.
And there's 14 people competing. So there's going to be 2 people on each log, but they are not tied together in this competition. You're still competing as an individual. It's just a space thing, guys.
Yeah, we've seen this competition a million times. We've seen it as giant wieners. We've seen it as other things.
Okay.
But this time it's logs. All right, so Jackson chooses the pairs. He pairs up Catherine and Jack. He said that there was no rhyme or reason to this, but...
Well, he said he wanted it to seem like there was no rhyme or reason, but what was the strategy here? I wasn't really sure.
Not sure. I don't know if there could be a strategy here because it doesn't really matter. You're just playing on your own.
I mean, unless you're with somebody who's just like, and then blah, 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 and they're like really annoying or something, or I don't know, something like that.
All right, so there was Sam and Nicole, Christy and Kemi, Nick and Bella, Ovi and Holly, Sis and Cliff Hogg the Third. Tommy and Jessica was off first.
Oh.
It's a tough one for a larger person, I think, because you're holding on, and weight figures into it. Height figures into it.
Well, she also said she was kind of tired from the other competition,
right?
The banishment competition. So
yeah,
she
I
had
guess
that working against her.
That was a disadvantage if you had to compete in that other competition. So
of course, it wasn't just going to be you hanging there
on a log,
totally dry, no drama. No, they were spinning the logs around. They were throwing paint down on them,
liquids.
Yeah,
and they were exploding pyrotechnically.
The powdered
powder. It was
paint.
It was like the color war race. If you've ever seen that, I've seen a few on YouTube where they just throw colored powder at you as you do like a half marathon or a 5K or whatever it is.
Right.
So Ovi threw it. He had planned that he did not want the first HOH from the very beginning.
For him, because I don't really see him being in danger.
I see him flying under the radar for a while.
I think he could potentially do that.
He's very likable. So the final 4 in this competition were Holly, Christy, Tommy, and Sis. And that makes sense because this is more suited to a girl, I think. Because guys are taller, sometimes heavier. So in the end, it came down to Tommy and Christy.
Right.
Which is like a dream for the two of them.
Oh my God.
We don't even have to meet in the dumpster.
Yeah.
One of us can fall and it doesn't matter.
So Tommy was the one that ended up falling. I don't know if he really like did it on purpose or what.
I don't think so.
But I think they both knew that they were good with each other anyway. So Christy is the first HOH of the season.
Yeah. And we actually got to hear that feeds leak last week with her talking about how she didn't want to put anybody up on the block.
Well, you have to.
Well, yeah.
And that is going to be happening on Sunday night's show. I mean, if you want to find out ahead of time, you should check out the first spoiler video tomorrow.
Well, you know what else is going to figure into all of this? This new twist that everyone just can't wait for. It's called Whacktivity Comp.
I guess they want to have a competition on Sundays. Give us food comps. We don't need this extra twist. Just give us food comps.
Do you think this is going to be like last season where they have the room and like you go up there and maybe you get like a cloud app? Or...
I have no idea. They said it was going to be a new power. I don't know.
They also said next Wednesday something's going to happen that has never happened before.
Right, so that has to do with David.
Right.
So whatever is happening with him, it's going to be on Wednesday.
It's going to be unprecedented.
What is it? I don't know.
Is he going to be the new HOH?
I don't know. Leave your theories in the comments below.
Please make that happen. Because that would be fun. That would be unexpected. That would be expect the unexpected. But no, it's probably just going to be like he gets to pick the new HOH or something.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Alright, so let us know your conspiracy theories in the comments. Watch the spoiler tomorrow, very first one. And until next time, much love.